Recently, Counter-Strike actually changed their Twitter banner. We can see now that up here it says the Smoke Dome with this kind of little artsy thing going on. And that might not seem like a big deal. That might seem like it's nothing or meaningless or whatever, but this is actually a really, really big deal. It means that a big change is coming very soon. So this video today, we're going to be talking about what I think is going to be changing, how it's going to affect the markets, and maybe even how we can make some money off of this thing. Today's video is sponsored by Skins Monkey, an automated CS2 trading platform where you can turn your skins into new ones simple and easy. You can use code GERM to get up to $5 free bonus on your first trade. You can also use that same code GERM to get a 5% extra deposit bonus on top of the 30% deposit bonus that Skins Monkey is already offering. During the holiday season, you can also go on Skins Monkey and claim a free gift. Skins Monkey also has a Christmas calendar going on right now where you can come back daily and get even more free gifts. So there's really no reason to not go check out Skins Monkey with that first link in the description below today. So to talk about everything we know, we actually need to rewind a little bit first back to October, where on October 30th of 2024, Blast Premier tweeted out absolute cinema from Monosine. They tweeted out this clip. Counter-Strike replied. They said he's pretty good at Counter-Strike, and Osni, actually funny enough, tweeted out, and he hates Vertigo. Think about it, where Counter-Strike did reply with this little Shrek emoji of, you know, him smirking or him being like, hey, there's something here, we're cooking. And that's when people started saying, hey, we could get Vertigo removed. Vertigo could be actually removed from that competitive map pool. This could be something that's happening very, very soon. Some people thought, hey, it might even happen for the Shanghai Major. Now, obviously, the Shanghai Major came and went. Vertigo was a part of it. Kinda, but we did actually have a lot of data and stuff coming out. Maui Snake tweeted, with the Mongols, FaZe, G2, and Liquid banning it, none of the first round playoff matches will involve Vertigo. There's a very real chance we may never see Vertigo played again this major cycle. And we did have, you know, the distribution of the maps played so far at Shanghai, where Vertigo is dead last, barely even being played. Harry GG tweeted out, it's really, really, really not looking good for the Smoke Dome. And then CS2 tweeted, and to think the Smoke Dome had just found its smoke home. Now, again, obviously, I don't know what that tweet even means. Counter-Strike's being funny, they're memeing, they're trolling, whatever, but obviously we know they're talking about the Smoke Dome, and they're also replying to the fact and also are acknowledging the fact that Vertigo is not really being played at these majors. No one really cares about Vertigo. Vertigo is in a definitely downward period right now. Osni tweeted out even more information for us. He said, the most popular maps in CS esports of 2024, Anubis and Ancient are on top. Obviously, Overpass and Dust 2 didn't get to be played the whole year. So we do have these numbers to actually take a look at, where we can see Overpass and Dust 2, like you said, weren't available for all the majors. So they're obviously rightfully so going to be at the bottom. But Dust 2 is actually very, very, very close to Vertigo, despite the fact that Vertigo was in for the whole year and Dust 2 was not. And obviously, Overpass got removed. Vertigo is very, very, very far behind the other maps. You know, it's 500 games behind Inferno, which is the last place map, and again, very, very close to getting passed by Dust 2, which was only available for one of the majors, I believe. So obviously, Vertigo was, you know, of the maps that were available to be played the whole year, Vertigo was the least played map the whole year. It was the least played map of the most recent major. Vertigo was the least played map of the Shanghai Major, and it was played 0 times during the playoffs. So again, Maui Snake was saying, hey, it's looking like it's very, very possible this thing could get played 0 times during the playoffs, and then it actually did get played 0 times during the playoffs. And here's those updated Shanghai Major stats, where again, from last place to second to last was actually played double the times of Vertigo. So obviously teams are banning Vertigo for a reason. Vertigo is not getting played. It is not really being a meaningful or impactful part of these majors anymore. It's a pretty unpopular map in you know, Premier and competitive, just for even the casual players from what I see and what it feels like. I don't know. I'm not actually the biggest Vertigo hater in the world. It's not my favorite map. I don't think it's fun. I don't love it. I would definitely rather see some other maps in there. But obviously the player base at this point is speaking that they don't like Vertigo. They do not want Vertigo. People are kind of sick and tired of it and ready to move on. Skinomics tweeted out, I think Vertigo packages might be the one to go for, although not if too many people think the same way. Rio Dust 2 example, because yeah, we had in the past Dust 2 packages. When Dust 2 got removed, actually Dust 2 souvenir packages went pretty crazy. So people are starting to actually think about you know, what's going to happen here and some ways to make money, and if Valve is going to remove Vertigo and what's going to happen. So obviously that is what I and a lot of other people think is going to happen from all of the data and all the evidence and the tweets and everything we've looked at so far. It does seem like in 2024 2025, probably for the next major, the Austin Major, which I believe is happening in the summer of 2025, that Vertigo will not be a part of it. Again, I don't know what the smoke dome means or what the heck's going on there, but obviously Valve has acknowledged the poor performance and the poor numbers of Vertigo, and has now changed their banner to something involving Vertigo, and has also replied to the Modesty tweets about him not liking Vertigo and them, maybe having to do something about that. So again, the people are starting to say, hey, how do we make money off this? What the heck is going on? And obviously that's leading people to a lot of souvenir packages, and they're wondering if it is time to load up on some Vertigo souvenir packages. Now, the only thing is, yeah, you could buy the Vertigo souvenir packages from Shanghai or whatever, but you also have to keep in mind that Vertigo has been at a ton of different majors, and a ton of these Vertigo souvenir packages are out there. So obviously, just if you wanted to do this, go for the cheapest ones. And yeah, when previously we had seen Dust 2 removed, I guess we can pull up some kind of Dust 2 souvenir package from an old major like Rio. Now let's go for like Antwerp for the Dust 2 souvenir package, and we can see that these things had some really, really nice gains. They had a nice spike up. They had a price increase. Obviously, Dust 2 comes back and their prices do crash down. But when Dust 2 got removed, these things actually had a nice price bump. These things actually did well. But what has happened with more recent souvenir packages like Overpass, when obviously Overpass got removed during 2024, you can still see that Overpass souvenir packages from Paris are still down like 13%. Now, again, there's way more people in the CS2 investing scene than there's ever been before. There's way more players for CS2 than there's ever been before. There's way more people investing in major items than there's ever been before. So I don't know if necessarily buying these souvenir packages is the best way to go anymore. And also things can get brought back. Things can get reintroduced. It can have the same collections, the same items, stuff like that. So it's something to be careful of. So I wouldn't necessarily be going for Vertigo packages like Skinomics says. I actually don't think, it's what recent data or recent examples do say for us. I would be staying away from the Vertigo souvenir packages. I just think in general, souvenir packages are kind of dead. Obviously, people have bought a ton of Vertigo packages already. People have been expecting Vertigo to get removed for like the past couple majors now. People have been loading up on them. It's going to take a while to eat through them. There's not a ton of genuine demand and an opening for them. I don't think really people care about souvenir packages all that much in 2024. I don't think it's the way to go. But what we can look at is actually the items inside of them. We have those Overpass souvenir packages, the skins inside, like the top and the bottom. We have the M4A1S Masterpiece, where we can see that this year the regular Masterpiece hasn't done that well. It's actually down 11%. This is field tested because obviously like factory new isn't going to have that many sales or anything like that. But we can see that the souvenir M4A1S Masterpiece in field tested is up 21%. Now, what has been even more interesting is looking at the lowest rarity scale that comes in these things. I'm looking at the MP9 Storm, and we can see that in factory new, the MP9 Storm is actually up 109% this year. This is, again, a thing from the Overpass collection. Overpass got removed, and now this skin is going crazy. We also have the souvenir MP9 Storm, which is also up 164%. So it doesn't seem like the top of the line is necessarily the best. I think it would still be fine. I think if you went for the Op Pink DD Pad or the USPS Road Rash or the M4A1S Masterpiece, I think those would be fine investments. But it seems like the better way to go is for actually that lower tier stuff. So if we do look at the Vertigo souvenir package and take a look what is inside of these things, I don't know if this site is actually going to show us what's inside. Yeah, we can look at all the skins here. The Imminent Danger, I'm sure, would be a fine pickup and a fine investment. I think the Hazard Pay and Fall Hazard would be okay, but they're for the 5.7 and SG, so probably not amazing skins to pick up. But the Imminent Danger, I'm sure, in normal or in souvenir would be pretty decent. I also think something like the Green Laminate would be a very, very nice pickup from this set. But also going down and taking a look at the grays and looking at the lowest rarity tier, I think this would be where maybe some profit's going to be made. If you want to pick up some Dual Berettas oil change, or if you want to pick up some Mac 10 strats or some FAMAS faulty wiring. From what we've seen so far, the data in the past, from what happened with Overpass, it seems like these grays are where the most money is going to be made in both normal and in souvenir. Now, personally, I would go for the normal because we know souvenirs can't be traded up. Normals actually can be traded up. That the supply of them is going to continue to be eaten into. I think grays from the Vertigo collection, if and when Vertigo does get removed, could be very, very big. So again, it does seem to me like Valve is hinting at a Vertigo change. It does seem like all the data and the numbers and everything is pointing towards a Vertigo change being necessary and a Vertigo change coming. But I don't think the way to make money off this is to load up on Vertigo souvenir packages. I think the way is actually to load up on skins inside of that Vertigo collection. But yeah, pretty much for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.